Welcome back to another episode of This is Bennett, and he's going to be an adventurer until he gets an arrow to the knee. But we are going to go into the Knights of Favonia's headquarters, because there is this Troublesome Work mission. And we are going to do some quests now. That's actually quite nice. Something that I refrained from doing for a very, very long time. And now we can actually continue with the missions, because everything is explored, pretty much. I just have to find, like, the every now and then chests or whatnot. Let's open that door. We have to find Lisa in the library, don't we? Oh, look at that. Hex and Hound. How much more is there? Another Hex and Hound. Do these things refresh? Or, ooh, what do we have here? A viewpoint. Because this is one of those systems that got introduced, well, a while back actually, but it was in the library before triggering the viewpoints. So what you have to do, and there's Alamask again, training the helical language. So where else do we need to go? There are no books down here. Alright, everything is done. Let's get up there again. Library rules. Bring back things. Which we don't. If you borrow... Yeah, others work hard too? Yeah, I do feel sorry for Jean. Always working so hard. Do we feel sorry? Nah. Well... Nice. I know, I don't think I had anything specific in mind. Let's go for the romance option. Any books? All of them. What? All of the restricted stuff. We know what that is. That's an exactly that. Oh yeah, travel guide. Let's see what that is. Maybe we can even take it with us. Exactly that. Oh, no, we have to get the book back. Interesting. Yeah, you have to. Well, very interestingly, you would need to enforce that bring back the book rule somehow. So there might be some kind of library guards that knock on people's doors and get back the books if they are overdue. It's actually quite interesting. On time. Maybe her elements are somewhat emotional triggered, who knows? It's giving me goosebumps. Okay, so she's going to get the book back. Why do we need to answer her? She already decided, didn't she? Ah, souvenir shop. What is it? Ah, Maria, I think. Hey, Troublesome Work has started. Check the quest menu for more details. Talk to Marjorie. That was her name. It's not Maria, it's Marjorie. And yeah, return all the books. Huh. Let's hope she hasn't sold any one of those. Weapons of the same type can be combined to get stronger, but only 5 times. And don't try to get the one with a higher level in there, just in case. It's a security measure. Oh, Lisa's really quick. Extremely quick. Now, does it trigger immediately? No. Let's see what Marjorie has to... Ah. She doesn't seem to be very pleased. Marjorie, regarding the books. Whoa, so she's going through the back door. So this is a date now. What the? Maybe he's just short. Alright. Only problem is, what am I gonna pick? Do I have to choose the book now or what? Like the old scroll. Why do we... Like, wait, what? Okay, quick question. Why are there 2 question mark thingies in here? It's... That would be quite interesting, but I would rather go for the old scroll. Maybe someone sold it. Yes. Wait, Legend of Vanessa is the book. Whoa, why is she so extremely excited? Maybe she's a fan. But no, we are just here because of the book. That means there's a lot of wear and tear on it, I believe. I think she's playing us. Oh, listen to the tone. Now comes the fist. Alright, talk to Sara about returning the library book. Wait, Sara, this Sara. Oh, by the way, let's just check out her items. Just let's see, browse them. There are some of those crystals, you can just get them. with yeah, those sigils. Northlander sword billet. I could just get one. And then if you really don't have any, like, it doesn't really matter that much. Look at this. You get 1,600 mora for each animal sigil. Is it worth it? Nah, probably not. Or at least the first 60 times, and then it gets more expensive. The thing is just 600 mora are very easily obtained by just defeating 8 slightly stronger enemies, like the Metacurls with a shield, or maybe even go for the bigger ones. So because otherwise there's no way for you to get those animal sigils. Like, you have to open chests for it, which is even more difficult to do. There are tables. Oh shit.
当然よ。面倒な仕事を優先してたら、美味しいご飯もまずくなるでしょ。
Well, then we have to get the stress out first. Depends on what kind of work you're doing. So, a dish Lisa would like. Oh, okay. So it really is some kind of a date, isn't it? Date slash it's a work meeting. So. And I'm supposed to figure out what she's eating. Okay. What is this? Why are there 2 question mark options and 2 normal ones? A northern smoked chicken. A normal steak, a northern smoked chicken, and then there are 2 other ones. Like, she might be interested in the whole northern legend kind of thing. I'm just going for the question mark because I don't know what this is. Oh, you actually have to pick a interesting. I can also just wait a moment or whatnot. But there are 2 other question mark options. I don't know why. Maybe you have to unlock it with a certain friendship level also. Because if you know them better, then probably this one will pop up and this one will pop up. But as long as it's question marked, you can't access it. But yeah, this is just the normal general option. Let's go for a more focused one. So the idea is she's a Mondstadt investigator thingy librarian with northern-ish themed pigs and whatnot. So let's go for this one. They can actually taste it. Drinkers. Yeah, so I don't know if she drinks a lot, but let's pick that, why not? There we go. You enjoy the relaxing filter. That is definitely not the right choice of words here. We can't even. All right. Huh. Ooh, Boar Princess. Don't I have one of those versions? We're not talking about the meal, more like the book. You really need people who actually ask to get the books back, because otherwise you just forget about it. Let's just think that the people are forgetful, which is normal. It's not in their ill intent, let's say. They just forget about that, because at some point you're like, yeah, okay, it's just lying over there. There's no need for it. And you don't have it in your like daily mind, let's say, right? So yeah, what you have to do is there has to be an automated system that brings those books back, and then you can rent them out again. Similar to which one was it called? This store that's rented out movies, Blockbuster also. The precursor to Netflix. Yeah, a magical device that puts a magical scroll, right? That writes down the content of the book step by step. And then you can just scroll through like a phone, basically. And she does not have it on her right now, or at least in the close vicinity. Ooh, there we go. She has a little. This is a strange tone. It's like it gets windy. Kind of, and a little bit deeper. Alright, so we got 2 books. Or Donna. What's Donna doing? Donna. Is Donna the flower vendor, or who's Donna? Ah, no. Donna was the fan of Diluc? Who was it? Final call. Okay, so free book. Wait, what? Yep, free books. This is our final call for the day. Sweet. Couples. Very interesting. So the one that tries to sell you flowers, that's it. It's just, yeah, just pick some flowers. No one cares about flowers. Yeah, would you by any chance care for some flowers? No idea which book. Never even heard the line before. Oh, sweet. Oh, Jesus. But let's play along, why not? Alright, yeah, again 2 options, Dandelions and Mist Flowers. Ooh. Mist Flowers are the cold ones and Dandelions are the windy ones. I don't know. It shows something northern, right? And windy themed, so going for the Dandelion might be the better option, but she's also very mysterious, so let's go for the Mist Flower. Oh. A little bit dangerous. I think she can handle that. Definitely going to pick that, because I don't have any other options, first and foremost. And it is the, I don't know, kind of fits her idea. Nah, she can handle that. No, exactly.
Donna-san, 私たちがここに来た目的はわかる？本題ですか？お花を買いに来たわけではないのですか？
But yeah, back to the flower thing. If you think about it, roses also hurt you, right? Because there are thorns on it. Sometimes if you have a certain kind of roses, there are no thorns on there. But yeah, that's just it. Same thing as roses, basically. Total lack of literature. Pale Princess and the Six Pygmies. What is this? And Pale Princess Six... Is this like Snow White and the dwarves or whatnot? Because that could be it. Can also make sense, because Snow White was a princess before. And it was... What is it? A skin as white as snow or something like that. Yeah, that's also why she's called Snow White. Makes sense. Now. Okay, Donna seems frantic. It's not a statement. What happened? Well, tell me where. Let's retrieve the thing. Uh-huh. And then? Yeah. Maybe she gets even superconducty or something like that. Well, we're just here to get the books back, right? We're not here to give out any judgment also. It's not about putting blame on people, it's about getting the books back. Oh, now it gets personal. Totally crazy. So the Mist Flower was the perfect choice. How do we find the lost book anyway? We'll go missing for good. But there are books already gone missing right now, so... There is... and I was wondering, okay, what if there's... You could... If things get lost sometimes, you need some kind of tracking device on it. You have a unique elemental marker. Perfect. Problem solved. She's extremely well prepared when it comes to books. Okay, so elemental vision it is. No, it's a bit... What? Alright, search for the book. I don't see anything. Not even a... Ooh! And why do we see that? The book was stolen. Why did they... We don't even know if it was stolen or not. Maybe it just fell into someone's cart or whatever. Fell from the truck. It's not about the blame, it's about the book. Remember that. But it's still about principle, isn't it? Good question. Well, I have just found one of those tracks. Alrighty then. With a bit of luck there are footsteps. With a bit of luck there are no footsteps, no tracks, no anything. Lost book, search for the elemental marker. Let's do that. There's absolutely nothing. The only thing that you get is a quest marker itself, but you don't get any footsteps or an elemental trail or something. Like this one. Another essence going out of it. It's quite suspicious. Like, if you would just follow the road normally, you would go like that, right? Follow it this way. But in here, it went a bit to the left. So maybe it's Lin. But why? Oh, did not stay for long. Hmm. Alright, so it could be this way, it could be that way. Let's ask Lin. Cooking essentials. Have you seen someone who looks very much like... No, it's not about who looks like the main character. It's about who let the dogs out. Woof, 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 woof. Alright, maybe it's just a hint that you have to go this way next. Maybe, who knows? Oh, there's more stuff to mine, perfect. Search for the elemental marker. It already tells you to go this way, so... What I want to do is not just follow the quest marker, like... Well, because quest markers themselves are... They're nice, they make things easy, but... In the end, it's not that much of a puzzle. It's just go somewhere, and you just think, okay, why not just give me the quest marker at the end to begin with? There's no reason to give it out in steps also. You have to get rid of the automation in this system. So, what's this way? I just want to find one of those trackers here that tells me to go towards the right. That is not the quest marker. How would I know to get up there if I wouldn't follow the quest marker? Hey, ball princess. No, it's a pale thingy. Maybe it's on top of the mountain instead. And I'm actually looking at the wrong place. Let's see, it's supposed to be this way? Yeah. I have to get up the mountain. Ah, okay, that's why I was unable to find any traces of it. Because the traces are up here and not along the road. There we go. This is one tracker. And I think there's another one further down here, maybe. If you would follow the trackers, shouldn't you see at least one going up the hill like that? Nah. Everything is just quest marked here. Automatic. And if you don't have the marker active, you have to go into the quest menu. This one. And go to navigate. Otherwise you don't know exactly where it is. So, let's do that. And what if... Search for more elemental marks. Too bad about the silicals. I noticed the explosive a little bit too late. One, two, three. Perfect. Let's light that thing. Nah, nothing else. Alright, so this one tells me to go that way. And then there's another easy way up. Yeah, there's always climbing, but there's a... The way up there is actually not that high. Do we have more trackers up here? Nope. Like sometimes you see a certain... Oh, dismantle the training equipment. Nice, nice, nice. What you have to do is just destroy those two, and then you're done. You don't need to do anything else. It's literally that. Dismantle the training equipment. If you do anything more, then it's just a little extra. But still kind of interesting that those helicals do some training as well. Ooh! Am I just glowing red because... Yeah, depending on the state the elemental ailment on the character, the color is also different. So if you burn yourself, you glow in a different color if you activate elemental vision. But no one does that in the film. My. City Girls actually have nothing to do with the missions. It's just that I want to explore just in peace-ish. Because I take my sweetest time. And as a result of that, every enemy that is somewhere in the vicinity will just attack me. For for all of the reasons they can master. Now then, where's the thing? There is another trace. Alrighty, where is it? Over here? So, well, we don't know if it's nearby or not. Whoa, yeah, you can. Yeah, I noticed that. Exactly that was it that I was looking for. Like, do you have a certain stream of... So there we go. Something like this that tells me where the thing is going. There we go. You just follow it this way, then up here. So what you have to do is just... Do you have to trigger it every single time? I don't know if you actually see the trail, or if the trail is triggered with your character. So if you... Let's say I stand over here, and if I trigger it, do I see the trail, or does it... okay. So the trail starts in front of your character, from here, and then it points towards the next target, this way. So let's say I would face this way, then the trail would start from in front of the character. There. Interesting. Oh. Wait, what? That is strange. That is a... that is an entrance to a cave, right? I've seen something similar. I don't think it's just Mondstadt people. It's just bandits in general, but maybe they just like the book. Nah, it could be anyone. Could be helicos, could be Abyss Mages. What about the Adventurers Guild themselves? Underground ruins, okay. Oh, not from the living anyway. What are we? Grave robbers? Ooh. Like ghosts of the... They are... Well, they can fly. They are ghost-like. They can teleport-ish. So Abyss Mages. I haven't found anything else that is Abyss-related. But have I ever seen an electric Abyss Mage before? I don't think so. Huge. That's not. We just need a reaction. Yeah, why is that? That's a good question. Why? Poof, and it's just like that. Zap, bam. The Wrath of Zeus. She throws lightning. Always step a little bit to the side, or wear some Faraday cages around your crotch just in case. Abyss Mage Stronghold. Let's go in there. Oh, level 19. So, and as a result, we get the Pale Princess and the 6 Pygmies. A fairy tale story that has been told throughout Teyvat for ages. This is part 1, which tells the story of the land of night and the moonlight forest. And also, as a result of that, you get a elemental crystal. Hmm. Oh. Why is there even an open sky in these domains? It's as if you go into a completely different existence, almost. It could be that the world of Teyvat is a disc world. That would make a lot of sense, because why else would it be that you can go down into the mountains and then it for some reason opens up a completely different environment with a sky, right? In this case a night sky, but still, that is kind of weird. Can you... Nope, that's not it. Oh no. Oh, I'm so stupid. Where am I even going? Ooh! Okay, so there are different currents in here. Let's just fly all over the place. Look to the left, look to the right. There might be some chests for me to open. There might even be some chests up here that I just forgot, but it's not about getting the chests. It's about... It's a new message. Anyway, the idea that I'm thinking about right now is of an upside down world, right? You have the upper world, which is actually below us right now, and then you go downwards, and then you just come out from like the other side of the disc world. There's just 1 or 2 kilometers or so that you have to walk, and then the other side is like ruins, and this is also why you have another night sky on the other side. The other result would be that it doesn't matter. It's just a design choice, and other than that there is no other reason for it. So let's get up there again. Okay, there's another one right there. Yeah, look at that. Mountains. Sharpish mountain. Let's not get zapped by the... Ooh. Close. What do we have here? This is our landing site, I believe. But it also has an upwards current as well. Nice, nice, nice. And... oh. Attack the electro sensor anchors to charge them and unlock the mechanism. Okay. And thank goodness we have a 5th character in here. Oh, that must be the one that we have to trigger. No, 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 no. I want to open the boxes first. That must be the sensor. Wait, 5. This one. So this one goes this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. And that one goes open. Okay. And there's another sensor right over there. Strange. I think the 5th character is somewhat bugged. No, it's not. Why is it that the elemental skill is now moved a bit to the side? Because before... No, it's not about that. Let's open the menu. Let's go back. Yeah, no, it's unbugged. 5, 4... No. Something was strange. Why? The elemental skill right there was moved a bit to the side. Why does something like this happen if the elemental skill... or why is this red? And completely red and glowy, like it's... It seems weirdish looking. It makes sense that this is somewhat dangerous also, but come on. It definitely does not look fine. Oh, every time one character goes this way, goes this way, goes this way. Look at that. Seems breakable. It's not. It's just a hole in the sky through which things can fly. Boom. Alright, so that one opens things, and it has to... Oh. Okay, what level does is 74? I haven't leveled her up to that. Level down. I don't know if I leveled up Lisa to level 74 or not. I think I didn't. And there we have our upwards current. So that one goes upwards, and there is this way forward, and then, strangely, there's this way over here, which for some reason points the other way. Ah, that could be a chest hidden right up here. Yeah, okay, you cannot... I think it's just there for decorational purposes, and I'm just getting kind of crazy about that. Yeah, I don't think that there might be something else up here. There could be, though. Like... Only problem about this is that you cannot get any higher. At least in normal situations you couldn't. But because it's albedo, with the cheat elevator, I can go out of bounds. I don't think that you're actually supposed to do this. Okay, let's go down again. But yeah, this is the one of the only options that you have to climb and explore the domains to get some hidden chests also. Not that they are that valuable, most of them are just common or exquisite, so there's nothing that special in there. That way, okay. There we go, 10,000 damage. Let's see, how much do we do? 4,000, 3,000, 1,000. And we unlock that one. Then it triggers the second wave and we can continue. Good. Okay. Bam. Wait. I have to trigger this one first. Oh no. Defeat 10 in that amount of time. Yeah, why not just use her? Use the elemental reaction to our benefit. Only thing I have to do is I have to, wait a minute, melt this thing away. So, wrong character, there we go. One more enemy to go. It's not about the elemental reaction anymore, it's just about the damage now. Come on. Gotta be kidding me. Okay, I have to fight this thing from afar right now. Oh no. No, wrong one. I don't know. Ah, bollocks. Did I really? That was lucky. That was absolutely lucky right now. Okay, final trial. What is it? Defeat this thing in the water. Quickly. It's just so strange not seeing the health bar for a normal enemy right on top of them. As if it's a boss or something. Okay, it is some kind of boss, but still. Level 74 even. I think this domain scales with you. Wait a minute, don't I know this Abyss Mage? It was so well hidden. Well, it was well hidden. It's just about the book, yeah. We bring down the lightning because of a book. A library book. And how do you even manage to get into the town of Mondstadt without getting seen? It's an Abyss Mage. Come on. Oh, there's a secret in the book. Librarians usually don't go out and look for books. They're like, well, they do take care of the books, yes, but more in the library and not somewhere on the outside. Oh, Ooh. Oh no, I think this lightning is not coming from him. After using up all of Lisa's patience, the Abyss Mage loses conscience. And now we have to look for the book. Lisa is so strong. Lisa's terrifying. Well, that's the thing. Like, if you say, whoa, she's so strong, you just, yeah. But, and she's also terrifying, but, yeah, okay, what, I need another word for it. It's not about strength, it's not about terrifying, it's more about, maybe she's a bit overdoing things, right? But we still don't have the book. Didn't let him finish, you know? Yeah, it should be around here somewhere. Well, we could have just asked. Search for the hidden book. Well, does this thing open? Get that came as a surprise. Hey, a chest. Do we have anything else up here? Like, no. Bam. There is absolutely nothing except for this chest. And in here we have. Paimon, remember? There's a coin. Look at that. Otherwise, What kind of potions are we talking about? Shows she's using drugs in order to amplify her combat abilities. That's not good. Wait, what? It isn't. So, yeah. So what secret is in there? Well, it's not about the elemental properties that it has. It's about the story inside it. How mysterious. Let's check that out. Oh, is it? Don't you want to know what's inside the book? Yeah. Let's see. With a bit of luck, we don't need to, well, bring it back anymore. Don't want to get zapped here. What's some due date? Ooh. So that's also a nice trick to keep your work level very low. Just change the borrower status into custodian and you're done. Ooh, trusted citizens. Exactly. No, ma'am. I will take extra special care of this one. Indeed. I always like to have some lightning by my side as well. Alright. I just need to get the items. A Vajrata Amethyst Silver thingy. I think this is the actual reward that you get by finishing the domain. It's not just something coming out of the chest. It was the actual reward. And now you have to pick it up from the ground. Because the interesting thing is that if you finish a domain and go to the tree, you get the rewards immediately. Is it always a tree? I think it is always a tree, isn't it? Yeah, sometimes it's a boss that you have to defeat. And if you do that, you also get the rewards immediately. It's not that they come out of it. They made it automatic, so you don't have to pick up every single item every single time. And it's actually quite much better. Not just more convenient, but also much better in terms of overview, because you can see all of the items that you gained from the domain by listing them up in this little window that pops up. Anyway, let's get out of here. And let's see if we have to continue this mission or not. Devices that respond to elemental energy. Some must... Talk to Lisa. Is that still the same one? Yeah, Act 1, Troublesome Work. The Lost Book. I don't think that I need to run over there. Let's use our vast teleportation network in order to save us some time. Think about it. If someone would be able to teleport from one place to another, it's kind of like using airplanes, basically. In today's world, that would be amazing. The only thing that you have to keep in mind is well, the whole ecosystem has to sustain that as well. Like the whole CO2 levels have to not increase if you do that. Because if this is an apparatus that gets things from A to B, then the need for it would probably be really high. Therefore, there would be an awful lot of energy being put into its workings, into keeping that service up and running all the time, maybe even expanded. Therefore, the overall footprint, the CO2 footprint or whatever energy footprint of it would go upwards. So in the end, what you do doesn't really matter that much if it is a better version of doing business, because in the end it means expanding or utilizing more energy, and the only way you can make it better for the ecosystem would be to change the kind of energy that you're using. This is the only thing that would make things anyway better. So going from fossil to well, solar or whatnot. But in the end, the whole manufacturing or factories or whatever, the whole thing has to be produced somehow. Therefore, substances are needed, and energy is also needed to expand on it. So, different thing. Actually, one thing... I'm gonna finish my thought any moment. The best way would be to focus the light of the sun from around the planet, so that the light of the sun still, can shine on the planet, right? So, let's say this dude here, Porthos, is the planet Earth, and I'm the sun, right? So every light ray that would go towards the Earth still hits the Earth, and every light ray that goes like past the Earth, like this one here, does not hit the Earth, right? So if we would put some mirrors around the Earth and then focus all of the energy onto the Earth itself, we would be able to utilize inaccessible or previously inaccessible kinds of energy. Only thing we need to do is like use some mirrors and then point it downwards onto the Earth. The only problem is that it would heat up the whole system, so we would need some kind of a way of storing that energy somehow. But yeah, this is a nice way of using some kind of exterior satellite transmission network. And then we can also extend it even further to the side and so on and so forth, until there is a point of diminishing returns, because the, again, energy you have to expand to keep it or to get it further away and to beam it back to Earth would be even more difficult. And it also needs to be on a geostational... is it a geostational orbit? No, it's a solar stational orbit. Because let's say this is the sun, right? And the Earth goes around the sun like that. Then you don't want the ring to be onto the left or on the right side. Wait a minute. This is the Earth right now, and this is where the ring would be on the left side or on the right side. You don't want that to happen, but this is basically what happens if you have it aligned like a gyroscope. It will have the same alignment everywhere every time, even if it rotates. So this is the... it would be over here and over here, and if it goes around the sun, then it would be over here and over here. And what you need to have everything working is to make it turn around so that the ring itself shifts around the sun as well. So, that's something different to keep in mind. So you have to adjust its position every now and then. Anyway. This is an interesting way of getting additional energy from the sun that was previously unavailable because it's just going past the Earth. That's one of the best ways of doing that, by the way, I would say. So, let's open the door. Hey. Hey, the paperwork is done. Okay, I just had to, like, scratch out one state and put another name in. Oh, there's a book there. Remuneration, yes. The travel guide. Oh. I don't think that this one was available beforehand. How many copies? Yeah, we can get all of them. Which means it's not a special book, and it can be remade Actually, wait a minute. If you want to reprint the book, you either have to copy it, like the monks did in the past, because there was no copy... The only copy service was the monks. They were able to read and write, and they just copy a book from A to... or from the first to the last page, basically, until someone invented a printing press and made the whole thing kind of simpler and automatic. And this is also why we have no written language anymore. It's more like a printed language, and every letter, like this one, an S and an E and an R, it's not connected, it's separated by empty space, basically. Like, every little character stands on its own. The only way to know that it's one word is by separating each word by a slightly larger empty space. It's like Teyvat, for example, or is or a. Otherwise it would be Isa. Isa Serial, if you don't have this empty space in here. Really interesting. Yeah, anyway, otherwise you would have with written language. Written language is faster if you don't have to lift the feather or pen or whatever you use and just write continuously. And it's just one continuous line, like a string, basically. Yeah, this is why there's this difference. And you also can put out one letter and exchange it with another one, and the connection, because it's not there, doesn't make that much of a problem. Oh! Oh, and you even got a nice Miss Flower out of it. Well, actually she was with us the whole time, so she did the work too. It's just that it was more fun. Underground ruins, yeah, so it was underground. But why is there a sky underground? The other way would be that there's actually some Hollow Earth thingy. But why would there be stars inside Hollow Earth, right? Because what has to happen is that you see some kind of light source. Maybe there's not even a light source in there to begin with. Maybe it's just... Maybe you don't see the light coming from one place, but from multiple places. So it is the inside of the, in this case, of the Hollow Earth idea, right? Would not be that there's a sun in the middle that shines like on the outside, basically. But no, it's that there are like those fireflies, basically, or other kinds of luminescent plants that shine so bright that you can see the other side of the inside of the sphere. And this is why it looks like stars, depending on which way you go. It's very interesting indeed. But I would say that the Discworld idea would be much more interesting. Much simpler solution. It's compensation for tracking you into da-da-da-da. Yeah, let's get the souvenir. But what is it? Oh, was it really that difficult? Let's train us. Take the Teyvat Travel Guide. Whoa. It's a pamphlet. It's not a book. Troublesome Work completed. Justice for book's sake. Go to the 1-1 book house in Liu Harbor. Wait, this is a new quest. 1,000. Whoa, 9,000 more. That is a lot. What did we just unlock? Bookworms and swordsman. Everything is just Act 1. Fascinating. Okay. Go to the 1-1 book house in Liu Harbor. You and Paimon are looking to purchase a copy of the Liu volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide in Liu Harbor, intending to use it to visit various places of note throughout the region. Oh, interesting. And also, what is this travel? That was the wrong one. Wait a minute. Is there a button that I can press in order to open the archive? Books. I'm looking for the Teyvat Travel Guide, this one, Volume 1. So there are even different volumes there. Interesting. Volume 1, Mondstadt, Chapter. Teyvat Geographic Special Edition. Alice Mondstadt Diaries. No, Alice's Mondstadt Diaries. So, sounds strange. Anyway, Daporga Gorge. The 3 helical tribes located in this valley are all densely populated. What if we built a huge spinning ball-shaped cell in the center of the valley and threw all of the helicals into it? That way, we might be able to generate enough energy to power all the mills in Mondstadt for at least 5 years. If we took it one step further by grinding the helicals that are too old or too weak into food and feeding them to the strong ones, we might just build ourselves a perpetual motion machine that can support a huge factory like in Snezhnaya. Do you mean a factory in Snezhnaya, or do you mean that they built that thing? It seems totally feasible to me, but when I told Miss Lisa about this idea, she just looked at me and pondered in silence for a long time, then changed the subject gracefully. So, Alice. Who's that Alice? Anyway, it's a tribe located in the valley. Are the all densely populated? What if we built a huge spinning ball shaped in the center of the valley and threw all of the helicals into it? We might be able to generate enough energy. So I don't know why the spinning ball is needed and how you would get some energy out of the helicals, but the food idea is pretty interesting. It's just that it is kind of creepy. Anyway, Star Snatch Cliff. The Animal Archon is a bit too undisciplined for me. If I were a god, I would not have allowed my realm to look so unorganized and ragged. With enough bombs placed in proper positions, even huge cliffs like Star Snatch would crumble into dust in a second. With flatter terrain, Mondstadt would surely look much nicer. But that unctuous cavalry captain rejected my proposal instantly. He even asked me to stay away from Star Snatch Cliff. Oh. Okay, I think I know who wrote this. It must be maybe Klee or something. The one who destroys things. Because it's a cavalry captain, and if everything is flat, it means that cavalry is able to march or ride across it quickly, therefore giving well, additional room for an attack. A cliff, in this case, you can't just get across the cliff with a horse or whatever thing can be ridden. And there are no horses in this game, are there? Have I seen a horse in this game? I've only seen boars. No cows, no horses. I know that I can get milk, but I haven't seen a cow. Huh. Have I seen a horse in this game? I have seen carts. I have not seen horses. And I think also no cows. That's interesting. That there are no animals being used in here. And I also know why. I think this has something to do with India. Like the real India. Because this game is played all around the world. And what you want for this game is to be played by an awful lot of people. Therefore you have to, well, think about what they, in this case the people, think about a proper way of doing things. And how they would treat their surroundings. And what they believe about it. And if you just depict a cow somewhere that is utilized in whatever manner, then they would not see this game as well as it would be, right? Because the Indians think that cows are, well, believe, same thing. They just have this understanding of cows being holy in certain ways. Therefore, they just let them be, and they don't treat them cruel, or like they don't utilize them like the rest of the West does. Maybe this is the reason why you don't see any cows in here. You only see milk. Only the product, the produce you see, but you do not see the cows. Because as soon as you treat them like cattle, then I think this would kind of lower the appeal of this game in India. And India has a huge market. That's an interesting idea. Anyway, Starch Notch Cliff, yada yada yada, Windrise. At the center, there is a huge oak tree. It is said that Vanessa ascended there. I searched around the tree for a long time, but did not find any launching device. I grabbed some helicals nearby to put my theory to the test. Sadly, the longest flying distance was from here to the hunters' huts around Springvale. Disappointed. Wait, what? Wait a minute. Like, it's kind of strange. You can read a text, but the understanding does not happen at all. Or like, wait a minute. They ascended, there's a huge tree, yada yada. Vanessa ascended there, did not find any launching device. This is not the kind of ascension that is supposed to happen there. Some helicals nearby to put my theory to the test. Sadly, the longest flying distance was from here to the hunters' huts around Springvale. How disappointing. Okay. So it's all about explosives and rockets and well, leveling things. Falcon Coast. My unsuccessful experiment caused quite a stir in Springvale. So Miss Jean from the Knights of Favonius arranged someone to keep tabs on me. All I could do all day was wander around at Falcon Coast. This is such a boring place. Those stupid eagles hovering in the sky and puffed up animal slimes all bored me to death. The worst of all was that I had nothing to do. On the other hand, the Outrider girl who was sent to monitor me had quite a lot of fun with the kids. Interesting. So, Falcon Coast. Nothing except for falcons. Whispering Woods. Yet another forest in Mondstadt. This outrider named Amber, that outrider, seemed to know her way around this place. The explosive toy she carried around caught my attention. With some tweaks, I could turn it into something that could blow this forest and even the nearby mountains into smithereens easily. My proposal seemed to scare her, but an explosive stuffed toy is indeed a brilliant idea. I must try it out next time. Oh, goodness gracious. Bright Crown Canyon. I finally got rid of that stalker from the Knights of Favonius. This valley I found at the northeast coast of Cedar Lake is still guarded by ancient mechanisms, but the soldiers responsible for holding the pass for the King of Gales were nowhere to be found. All the winds of time had left behind were the unintelligent helicals and silent mechanical guards. My attempt to control ruin guards with helicals failed as well. The guard split into pieces, and as for the fate of the helical strapped onto it, I will spare you the gory details. Half of the ruins were all destroyed in the process. I would say that the end of that resulted in a similar fashion as one of the Game of Thrones episodes with the snake dude. Yeah, that fought about them against the mountain. That ended in a... How could you describe it? It was eye-opening. So, Storm Terror's lair. Bright Crown Canyon leads to this huge ruin of an ancient city, which was built by the cruel king of Gales, the Caribbean. The city was built in a ring shape. It seems that every resident of the city had been arranged their own spot between the inner and outer rings. Ring in the center of the city was the tall tower where the king of Gales resided, the ruins of the domain of this cruel king, who once tried to control his people's lives, are now utterly deserted. I blew up a few arcades so people can climb up the tower more easily. It looks quite good to me. The ruin feels more ancient now. A magazine by the Adventurers Guild. Okay, volume 2 is not ready yet. It's locked. Storm Terror. Oh, I wasn't even at Storm Terror's lair. So the whole ringed city thing. I have to explore in the future. So, is there... Nah, okay. So Lisa can't be found in here. We got the Teyvat guide. And now we have to find the... not the Teyvat guide, but the... Not the Teyvat guide. Teyvat is another word, I think, for... Wait a minute. No, Teyvat... Is Teyvat the whole world in here, including Liu? Or is it just the Mondstadt? Another name for the Mondstadt area. I don't know. I don't think that you can get additional information in the codex or so. Where's the question mark? Tutorials? Nah. Teyvat. Nah, there's no Teyvat. Equipment. Geography. Yes. I found some vantage point in Mondstadt, which was the library. There we go. Knights of Favonius Library. Yeah, the library with the most books in all of Northern Lands. Other than those collected in the restricted section, all the books here are open for public reading. And the wind will carry Dandelion seeds, songs and stories far afield. And it also guides gentle travelers to its realm. Welcome to Mondstadt. Ooh, okay. So the only one that needs to be accessed right now is the Storm Terror's lair. What about Liu? Liu is completely explored. Perfect. And I have to say, the one area that I like the most, well, not like the most. The drop in the ocean looks beautiful. Look at this. Vast emptiness. Yeah, the 9 pillars of peace. They are pretty cool. But like everything in VU is pretty cool. It looks amazing. So, now, the other quest thingy was somewhere in Liu, wasn't it? Do I have the one? Navigate. Yeah. Can I? Wait a minute. Just have to check if I can unlock a story. No, that one needs another one to be unlocked. The problem is I only have... I can only have a maximum of 3 keys. So, here. Might take a little while to get additional quests. But yeah, let's go to Liu. And continue with the following book mission. But not now. No, we are going to do this in the next episode. Which means, until then, like and subscribe. Ta-ta!